All right, what's up everybody? Another day, another property home tour. If this is your first time tuning into this channel, my name is Chuck. It's Crusoe with Simply Vegas. So today we're going to be touring this home that has been remodeled by a flipper. Now, in today's video, I just wanted to walk you guys around some of these flip properties, and I think this is very important because a lot of times consumers will just look at the cosmetics, they like the home, and they just buy it, then they start to realize there's problems. So today I'm going to show you some things that you need to identify. Now, I'm not going to have the address posted in the link. However, the investors bought this a couple months ago. They did some renovations. I'm going to go through it, and I want to share some things that you need to look out for, especially for a home at this age. Now, this home was actually built in 1978. It is 1,896 square feet, 3 bedrooms, okay, total of 3 baths, and the asking price is $600,000. So let me just kind of show you the neighborhood. So this is actually a corner lot. We're essentially located here in Las Vegas, just minutes from the Las Vegas Strip. As you can see, this is a 3-car garage, but let's take a look at some of my concerns that I do have here. Now, one of the things I've noticed, especially a home that was built in this time period, number one is the electrical panel. Is it up to code? We're talking about the sewer line. Now, when it comes to the sewer line, you definitely want to run a camera system. You want to snake it. You want to take a look at the sewer line and the plumbing and the air conditioning unit. All this will play a big factor when you're making a big purchase like this, especially at the 600 range. So a couple things that I do see here right off the get-go. We do have some cracks on the driveway, which is not a big deal, but this is something that you may have to fix. Also, there's a lot of like pine trees all over. When you start to have pine trees on your tile, that could actually restrict the water flow, and that could be damaging to the tile, believe it or not. But right up there, I don't know if you guys see that or not, there's like some sort of like tile lifted up right there in the corner. So technically you need to get rid of all this debris. See all these pines here? So that is a concern. Now, some investors, you know, they're very good, they'll remodel everything, but depending on what their margins are. So first thing I've noticed here is the garage door, okay? All this right here has been wood rot from the weather. And as you can see, there's a lot of things that you're going to have to do to this home when you move in. And these are things that you should look out for. Now, this is not about picking this property apart. This is just an educational purposes only to show you when you're buying a home anywhere across the country, these are things that you have to look out for. Now, here on the eaves, as you can see, we've got some damage from the water, and it looks like they repainted the exterior, which looks very nice. But now one of my main concerns here is as we're walking down this way, I'm going to flip the camera around. You have vegetation all on the side, and then you have drip irrigation system. This is a no-no. Number one, we never have vegetation right next to the foundation or irrigation. Now, talking about the irrigation, do you guys see what's going on here? Okay, this section right here with the irrigation, this is what we call spalding. You have a bunch of water splashing up on the stucco here, and the stucco is starting to fall apart. But what they did was they just painted this, right? Now, as a regular consumer, you're not going to see this kind of stuff, and that's why it's very important to have a real estate agent or a professional look at these things before you even get into a deal like this. Now, right above us, you can see how the sun really beat up on the roof. Like all these eaves and the trims here, that plywood underneath the tile, all that needs to be replaced. Now, you see where that tile is right there? Water probably runs in between, and it goes right between the plywood, and that's why it's causing that. But let's go inside because this is definitely a nice property. So here, as you can see, they remodeled everything as far as they did the countertops, the baseboards, the flooring, did some lights. They do have some windows as well that's brand new vinyl. Now, let's take a look at the kitchen here. These are things that you have to identify. On the photos look really great. These are actually the original cabinets. They painted the cabinets, but changed out the hardware. But you see how this kind of sticks? And this is what happens when you actually paint the cabinets, okay? So you need to make sure you have the right paint and then you're actually sanding that wood down. Now, one thing I've noticed here, and I want to talk about the flooring, because this is the main thing. So as I'm walking in here, first thing I want to take a look at, the person that had rehabbed this, did they do this the correct way? This is a 8-inch wide plank. Now, when I'm walking, I could literally feel the dip on each plank. The wider the plank is, okay, the more you're going to feel it. It doesn't mean that this is a generic LVP, but it bolds here on the tongue and grooves here, where all the joints are. Now, how to prevent that? Number one, the concrete has to be floated and sanded down, and then you need a pad underneath. This one doesn't have a pad. Also, when I'm looking at this, do you see where the island is? It kind of comes up right here. Then it dips here. That tells me that the concrete has not been shaved. Now that raises a concern that could there actually be cracks in this foundation, like hairline cracks, which is there's nothing wrong. Now remember, the home was built in 1978. Typically in the 70s, they didn't use a post-tension slabs, right? However, if you have some sort of lifting, you're supposed to sand those down and reseal it with concrete so that way it's completely level. But as you can see here, this is kind of up. We already have buckling. Do you see this? Now, I'm just sharing this with you because I don't want you to get caught in a bad deal like this where it looks great and now there's a lot of deferred maintenance. You decide to sell it, you're going to run into some problems here. So here we have the original cabinets. They did the countertops, undermounted sink, made all this look nice. They repainted everything. They added this nice cladding with that fireplace here. So we have original casings on the door. Now, one thing I want you to take a look at is the electrical. They replaced all the electrical outlets, but does it meet code? Does it have all the GFI that's actually required in the wet areas? And these are things that you have to take a look at. Because guys that are rehabbing homes, they're just coming in, doing a lot of cosmetics. Now, there are companies out there that do this for a living. Like I have friends and they do everything by code and they do things the right way because they are in the business to deliver a product and the name goes a long way. So here is the original tub. They reglazed it and add some porcelain tile here, as you can see. Now, as far as the structure of the home, right, this is the primary bathroom. As you can see, it's pretty small here. And they didn't really do any type of construction as far as the walls, right? Now, the bedrooms are pretty decent size. Now, I can tell you, back in the 70s, they had popcorn ceilings. And typically you'll have the asbestos, but they probably scraped it. And also you need to check the type of insulation because again, during that time period, it could have asbestos. Now there's nothing wrong with the insulation if it has asbestos, as long as you don't disturb it, right? Decent sized room. Here's another room. So another thing I want you to take a look at is when you're buying these type of homes, where are you going to put your TV? And does it have a coax cable? And do you have your HDMI, right? Or your power over Ethernet? But you want to take a look at every single wall. Like I'm looking at this wall right here. They redone this part right here, and this bulged out a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. And the texture is a little bit different. Again, it just really comes down to attention to detail. And these are things that we want to look at. Wow, this is the original tile. Look at that. Brand new washer and dryer, which is a plus. Let me just turn off this bathroom here, or this closet light. Today we're just hanging out. And again, this is just more for educational purposes. Now, a client looked at this and she asked me, hey, what was your thoughts about this property? And look, it's about building relationships with our clients. And you want to be honest and upfront and tell them the truth. Like, I feel like this could be a money pit. Now, coming out here, this was a original just covered patio, but they added this wall here. So one thing you want to identify, are they actually including this square footage into the house? And if they are, you want to check the permits, because they may be asking more because they're saying the square footage is more, when technically it's not. So that's things that you have to look at. Now here, as you can see, there's a lot of caulking here. Why? Because there's actually leaks. That's why. So when it rains, you're gonna have leaks in here. Now let's go outside. Now this is a pretty big yard. It's about 1/3 of an acre here. Concrete looks good. These are what I would be worried about. Now, if you have a pool, this is the worst thing that you can have. And with the pine trees, the roots next to the foundation, it could really cause a lot of damage to your block wall. As you can see here, we have cracks. And the plumbing, we want to check the plumbing, the sewer line. Now, I just gone through a process with the sewer line of buying a home at this age with a client. And we had some problems with the sewer line where the sewer line was cracked. So if you guys want to see that process and how that works, okay, go back into our playlist. Here, we got a brand new AC unit, which is completely perfect. That's what we want. So that's a package unit here. See, like all these eaves have been painted, but we want to come back here. Now, as you can see, we have watermarks. So no matter how much you paint that, that will always bleed through. That's a sign there. All the eaves have to be scraped and painted. Then we have a split on the eaves there, which that is an easy fix. Oh, they must have a tortoise, because you've got a hole there and a hole on the other one there. Here's another sign that we probably got a leak in the spa. As you can see, we've got rusting here. Now, if you're buying this property, like, do you really want to deal with this? So the electrical, they don't have a cover plate here. They ran this electrical here for this light with this conduit. Number one is we got to find out all this stuff, it's permitted or not. All right, guys, look, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to knock this property, okay, down. This is just for educational purposes only. Now, if you could get like a steal off of this, then yes. However, I believe that this property is going to be sitting on the market for a very long time because a buyer may come in, they may fall in love with this home. They're going to go under contract, they're going to go through inspections, and they're going to realize that there's actually a lot of things that is wrong with the home. But it really just comes down to you as a consumer. Are you willing to tackle those items? So guys, hopefully you find this video very helpful, because that's what this channel is all about. It's educating you as a consumer when you're buying a home, because these are big investments for people. And I only do this, right, because I enjoy doing these type of videos. I enjoy helping people. So if you're looking to buy or you're looking to sell a home out here in Las Vegas, let us help you out. Give us the opportunity to earn your business. Now, don't forget to comment, share, and like. Make sure to tell all your friends and family. Other than that, I wish you guys nothing but the best and be blessed. Peace!